Well, hello everyone. With me today is Teacher Rosie from Italy. Hello, Teacher Rosie.
Hello everyone.
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. What about you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well. How's the weather in Italy today?
The weather today is fantastic. It's sunny, it's warm, and spring has finally arrived. Yeah. What
Yeah.
about the UK? It's still
It's wet.
cold?
Yeah,
It's
it's
wet?
very wet. It's very wet, yeah. I was watching one of your video clips the other day, and it looked a little bit cloudy there in Rome. I'll
It was
share the
cloudy.
link in the box, the information box, so other people can visit your website and your
Thank you,
YouTube.
thank you. That will be nice. That will be nice. Yes, the weather hasn't been very nice, but today it's lovely. It's lovely. And
Yes,
yes, when I recorded the video, there were some clouds, so nothing special, nothing special. But yes,
yes. And you're teaching English to kids, is that right?
yeah, kids, adults, teenagers.
Oh,
I mean,
lovely. Oh, I never
yes.
liked kids. Oh, I never liked kids. I never teach them.
Really, really.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. I mean, I'm
it's
okay with.
difficult to. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I'm okay with mature kids, kids that act
Yeah.
like they're 30 when they're only 9. But I
Right,
don't like.
like
I, I
because
mean, I
it's not easy. It's not easy to teach kids. Sometimes not all the kids are polite, and so it's not always easy. But I
yeah,
have to say that most of my children are very lovely.
yeah,
They I don't get angry during the lesson. I'm always very patient because they are calm. They listen to me. So it's when they are like this, it's lovely. But
mm,
when they don't want to study, sometimes it happens also with adults too. Adults don't want to study. So yes,
yeah.
you have to tell them. You have to repeat the words. You have to
Yeah.
revise because
I think.
revision is key.
Yeah, it is key. You're right. I think I'm too miserable. I mean, I just can't imagine sitting here with a toy going, could you go? Oh, hello. Oh, no, no. I mean, I do it with my cats, but I can't imagine doing that with kids. Oh, but anyway, well, for today we're going to be talking about differences in culture. Um,
Yes,
so
yes,
sometimes we talk about culture shocks, when we
yeah,
discover different things between
that's true.
cultures. So
That's
tell
true.
me, do you have any thoughts to get us started on
Yes, yes, I would
differences?
like to share with you some differences I have noticed between Italian and English people.
Hmm.
So, for example, in Italy, when we enter a restaurant or a pub, we tend to look around because we want to see if we recognize anyone. But this is not it's not the same in England, I think, because people feel awkward if you look at them.
Yeah, people here are too desperate to get to the bar to get their alcohol, I think. But we do look at other people in small pubs. Um, but if I don't think it's because, for example, if you were Italian and you went to a bar, they're not staring at you because you're Italian. They're staring at you because it's a face that's not familiar.
That's
They
true.
do it with me as well. If I go into a pub in a village, for example, there's kind of like a silence and they stare and they're just trying to work out who you are, why you're there, because they've had a few drinks, so they're
Right,
just
right. That's
staring.
interesting.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But I remember walking into a pub and glancing at a few people, but those people got mad. I think they got upset. So I felt it. And I stopped looking at them because I didn't want to bother. So,
Yeah.
yeah, these are some differences. But also in
Interesting.
some Italian pubs, yes, if you look around, people might not enjoy that sometimes. It depends on the environment of the pub.
Yeah, yeah, some pubs seem to be very closed. They have a
Yeah.
very closed environment with the same people. Like I remember once here going into a pub in a village, and I asked first of all for a mineral water, and they told me, oh no. We don't have any of those here. And I said, oh, okay. And everybody was staring. And I said,
Okay.
could I have a Coca-Cola then, maybe? And they looked up and, do you want anything in it, like whiskey or vodka? I said, no, just a Coca-Cola, maybe with some lemon. And they said, this isn't a fruit and vegetable stall, you know. We don't
Mm.
have lemon here. I said, okay, well, I'll just take the Coca-Cola, and then drank it quickly and left. It was a little bit odd, you know.
Oh, yeah,
It does
yeah, I
happen
know what you
sometimes.
mean. Yeah, it can happen. It can happen. Another difference that I've noticed is queuing. Because Italians, when they queue, they tend to stand quite close to each other, while English people keep more distance. What do you think about this? Have you noticed this?
Oh yeah, yeah, personal space. Yeah, I'm very much Joseph the Bubble Boy. I like my personal space, you know. I know that in different cultures, space is something that is not very celebrated, but
Yeah,
we aren't very good with people who are in our space, you know. But yeah, I mean, I know the Spanish culture as well. People are very, we say in English, touchy-feely. That means they like to
yeah,
hug you and touch your shoulder and oh, I'm
yeah,
not, I had to get used to that, I think. It's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm,
I am the same if I don't know very well the people. Yeah, if I don't know very well the
yeah.
people, I feel embarrassed. So, yeah,
Yeah.
but sometimes also in Italy when I'm queuing, I'm not patient because I don't like to be too close when if I don't know
Yeah.
somebody, you know. But
Yeah.
I have to be patient. I have to be patient, and I have to understand that it's something cultural.
Yeah, I was in a shop a few days ago and there was a woman behind me, but she was standing very, very close. And I didn't like that. I mean, she was an old lady. So I looked around and I saw she was standing very close. So in British culture, we don't say anything. We just kind of like cough. So I kind of like coughed at her, hoping that she would
Yeah,
get the message, but she didn't. And she continued to stand really close. But then I thought to myself, well, you know what? Maybe she's not British.
yeah,
Maybe. So I
it's
didn't,
possible.
yeah, so I didn't say anything. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it's cultural.
it is. It is cultural. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. And another difference is that when Italians enter the house, when they visit someone,
Yeah.
they they tend to compliment furniture, or for example, they say, "I like your sofa, I like your kitchen. Where did you get that from?" While in England, is different, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. That one's kind of hard to explain, I think. I think it's because we don't like, again, uh, too much closeness, you know? So emotionally, we give people a lot of space, you know? Something you might hear me saying a lot, just in normal conversation, is, oh, well, I mean, of course, I wouldn't say anything. So usually I tell a story about someone doing a bad thing or someone's sofa or something that's happened that looks bad. And then I always end by saying, well, of course, I mean, I wouldn't say anything, but that's what I was thinking, you know? So yeah, here we generally don't we might say the sofa's nice, but it's the kind of thing we would say about a pet, not about a sofa.
Okay,
It's just a cultural thing, as you say, you know?
but in shops, do you say the sofa is nice when you have different sofas?
Yeah, if you go sofa shopping, of course you would choose the one that you like or the one that you prefer if you're going with a friend. Yeah. But yeah, in someone's home, there's always a fear that, because you're a guest, that you might not agree with their taste or something that you might not like about the place. Yeah, you have to be very careful. Um, so yeah. Yeah, everyone's different. And besides British people, we don't really socialize at home anymore. So we don't get to see people's sofas, you know.
Okay, okay, I
Yeah,
see.
which
I
is a
see.
pity. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Here, yes, but we have to plan the meeting in Italy. In the past, there was no need to plan the meeting. The people would just come home when they wanted to. So they will
Yeah.
visit someone's house. Uh, Sometimes it was embarrassing, maybe because maybe you were cleaning the house or you were in pajama or you were so the people will come home and they will just say hi and they will bring
Yeah.
you a piece of cake or something
Right.
like this.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have a question actually about life in Italy, about Italian life. I've known a few Italians in my life because, of course, here we have loads of Italian people, and also we have second generation Italians who grew up here whose parents were Italian. I have a cousin, for example, whose mother was Italian, you know. But the one thing that they all have in common, and I find this funny, it makes me smile, is that they all have a relative or somebody who's living with them who may not be a member of the family, or at least not a direct member of the family. Maybe an old uncle. For example, my friend Maria, um, she told me a lot about her grandfather. And then one day her grandfather died, and she said to me, "Oh, I called him grandfather, but he wasn't really my grandfather." And I said, "Well, who was he?" And she said, "Well, Italians, we just kind of pick people up as we go, family, friends, or
Oh,
relatives. We
yeah.
we just kind
Some
of, yeah, uh-huh,
True. That's true. Some of them do that. But personally, I've never done it. In my family, there is just my dad, my mom, and there's me.
yeah.
So
Maybe an older
sometimes,
generation, maybe older.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
the older generation. Yes, the modern generation. No, it's just the close family members.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's
Yes,
interesting, isn't it?
it is. It is. But in England, in the past, was like this. Do you think in England you had, for example, grandparents living with your parents, and you remember something like that?
Yeah, yeah. During the war, people were evacuated from the cities and were moved to the countryside. So everyone had someone who came to live with them, and some of them stayed a long time or kept in touch. So yeah, that happened during the war. And another thing is that again, because of the wartime, of course, many men were killed. There were more women than men. It became fairly common for brothers and sisters to live together just purely because it was convenient. You could find two women living together, two men living together, or a man and a woman living together, but they weren't a nuclear family. They weren't husband and wife. These days, you might think of them as a same-sex couple, but they weren't. I mean, even up until the 1990s, I can remember people that I knew from the town that were brother and sister. And it was just convenience because they had no money. At one point in their life, they moved in together, they stayed. So it was habit and it just continued. So yeah, it did happen here. But these days, very rich families might build a separate cottage or an extension to their house for their mother, but it's very uncommon unless you have a lot
Yeah.
of money, which isn't always the case.
Yes, I see. I see. Here, yes, I met some people that were siblings and were living together.
Mm.
Yes, but it's not common anymore. It's not common anymore. Or they
It,
stay at home. They stay at home with their parents. Sometimes a lot of young people, but not too young. So people in their 30s in Italy stay at home with their parents. I
right.
stay at home with my parents, but because probably because of the salaries, or if you don't get married, you stay at home. You tend to stay at home.
Yeah, Spain's like that as well. They don't move out unless there's a reason to move out. Here, when we reach maybe ages 16, 17, usually our parents ask us to leave. They tell us, okay, time for you to go. you need to get on your own 2 feet and find a job or
Wow.
go to university. We'll pay you, but you have to go because we want our life again.
Ooh,
Uh, yeah.
very young, 16, 17.
Yeah, they don't like it. I mean, usually 16, 17 people are going off these days anyway to university. So
Ooh.
the family will say, okay, we'll pay for you to go to university, but you need to be moving because they want us to be independent. They don't like us
That's
to
true.
be around them all the time, you know?
It's important. It's
Yeah,
important to be independent. But
yeah.
maybe in Italy it doesn't happen because also when you are 16 or 17, you are still in the high school.
Ah, okay.
So yes, we finish our high school when we are 18, 19. It depends on where you're born.
Yeah, I know quite a few people who they've reached age 16, 17. The parents asked them to leave because the parents wanted to separate. That's fairly common as well. The parents won't separate while you're at home, but once you go, they can then sell their house and separate and go their own way.
Interesting. Here, no, most of the students at university stay at home or with their parents, and some of them move because they have a university that is in another city, so
Hmm.
they move for this reason. But for example, the students that are born in Rome and study in Rome, they live with their parents most of the time until
Right.
they are 27, 28.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And then tell me, what else have you noticed about the differences between British and Italian culture?
Let me think. I think maybe Italians tend to break the ice, and when they are somewhere, or they use gestures when speaking, and
You mean that they're
in
very easy with introductions, that they're very easy to get to
yes,
know, is it?
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And the shops, for example. But I'm speaking about the generation of my parents and my grandparents are super, super sociable. Super sociable. They just
Yeah.
in, s- try to talk to people and they become friends immediately. They
Yeah.
make friends easily. They make friends easily. My
Yeah.
generation is changing. Is we are not like that anymore. But
Yes. Yeah, we aren't friendly at all. I mean, I think we are okay with foreigners. When we meet people who are not the same as we are, we're actually very outgoing and friendly. But with
yeah,
ourselves, with each other, we are not at all friendly. No, that's it's a very strange thing. I mean, around here where I'm living, they are because they all know each other. We're all kind of related in some weird way
that's true.
because we all look the same. There's a sense of familiarity, but yeah, I don't know why we are a little bit colder in general. I don't know why that is. Well, part of it, I think, is pride. They're very proud people. It's a lot of pride. Uh,
Yeah, that's true. The
yeah,
personality has more pride, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But when I speak with English people, I always find them sociable. But probably because I'm Italian and so I'm a foreigner. So
yeah,
I don't notice that they are cold or, yeah,
yeah, yeah. English people, especially, are raised in a kind of. It's a kind of like a protective mechanism, you
yeah,
know. Um, they don't really want to get involved in deep conversation. It's definitely something of our past. But if you go to the pub, everyone's friendly anyway
yeah. That's
because to be
true. That's
drinking.
true.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
that's true. That's true. And other differences, I don't know. I'm thinking. Yes, maybe Italians like wearing clothes like fashion. Italians like fashion. So when you go to school, when you're in the high school or in the middle school, everyone is trying to wear the best clothes possible. They want to be seen by
right.
others. So
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe English are more simple, I think.
Do you have, well, here in schools, we had, I mean, it's different now, but up until fairly recently, we had to wear school uniforms.
Ah,
So
that's
we
true.
didn't have the possibility to wear what we wanted, especially private schools. I think they still insist on the uniform, you know.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, if there is
Yeah.
uniform, okay. Okay, in Italy, yes, there are private schools with uniform, but most of the teenagers wear what they want. So
Yeah.
it's very common
I
to
don't
wear
think
a
people here
uniform.
care so much now about what they wear. Maybe if they're going out to the nightclub or something, they probably would, but I haven't really seen a lot of people who are dressed up. Some people do, but it's getting to a point that those people who do, you would notice because it looks unusual,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
Um, yeah.
yeah,
So,
this is
oh,
something
it's
that,
interesting. Yeah.
yes, I'm thinking. I think that's all. That's all. Yes.
Well,
I
Italian people always have style, though, don't they? They always wear nice,
yeah,
nice
we
clothes.
like clothes. We like clothes. But
Yeah.
I watch a lot of British YouTubers, and they always look snatched. They are fantastic. I don't know. Maybe it's because they are YouTubers. They like clothes. Who knows?
What is snatched? They always look snatched, you said. What?
I don't know. I learned this word from a YouTuber that said this word. Maybe it's an African. She's an African English YouTuber. She says, I look snatched. And it means I look beautiful today.
I've not heard that before. We do
Ah,
have a word we say sometimes snazzy. Oh, that person looks snazzy, being dressed up, you know. But I've never heard it
ah,
snatched. Because
maybe
snatched
because
is to
she's from
take.
Nigeria, but she
Oh,
was born
really?
in the UK, this
Oh,
girl.
really? Could be a
Uh,
Nigerian uh, cultural
English.
thing. Yeah.
Yes, she always say, you look snatched in the dress. I don't know.
We have a Nigerian church here. I went there once, and yeah, they're all very friendly. But as you say, they use some different words sometimes that they grew up with that we don't have in English or we don't use here, you know?
Yes, yes. So
Yeah,
I probably learned something Nigerian as well.
snatched. Very
Uh,
interesting. I'll need to listen out for that one. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
very good.
That's it.
Very good. Well,
Very good.
well, thank you so much for sharing. And
Thank you.
so I'll put your YouTube channel on our message. I don't know what you call it, that YouTube box, the one the one where we
Yes,
put all the info.
the comment section
The
or the
comments,
comments.
yeah, the comment section as well. And anyone who has any comments or knows of other differences between British and Italian culture. I mean, one thing is the food. We can't
Yeah,
not
the
comment
food.
on the food
Yeah, that's true. Yes,
because your food is
we
delicious.
like cooking. We
Yeah,
like cooking.
yeah,
I don't like cooking. I'm a strange Italian, but people love cooking here.
yeah.
Mm,
Do you know, I got up out of bed, I think it was a few months ago now, and I just thought to myself, I'm going to have lasagna for breakfast. Delicious.
wow.
And I was telling an Italian student this, and she was so upset. She said, "What? You can't do that." I said, "But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did. Why?" She said, "No, no, that's wrong. You can't."
There are hidden rules we
Yeah,
follow.
hidden rules. Yeah, it's the same with drinking coffee with your pizza. That's another thing I
Yeah,
love. That's
yeah, we
another
don't do
rule
that.
that you can't.
We drink Coke with pizza or water.
Really, yeah.
Water, yeah.
But let
And
me let me ask you that question about pineapple. Do you have pineapple on the pizza?
no, zero. We never have pineapple on the pizza. We have maybe Italians taste it abroad, the pineapple
Right.
on the
Yeah.
pizza, but here we don't use fruit on the pizza.
Oh,
Just savory ingredients
yeah.
and like salmon or salami.
Delicious.
Mm, what else? What else? Vegetables on the pizza, but
Right.
no pineapple.
Can't remember what we call it. We have a name for it. Apparently, it was invented in Hawaii. Oh, that's it. Hawaiian pizza, isn't it, with the pineapple? Yeah.
Ah, it's called Hawaiian. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
Hawaiian. Yeah, but we do it a lot with other types of pizza as well, putting the pineapple on them, but it's a little bit strange.
Yeah, that's something. That's a new pizza invented abroad. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And so tell me who you teach then. You're teaching English to kids.
Kids, adults, and intermediate
Uh-huh.
levels. Intermediate
Right.
levels,
And
not advanced.
do you teach Italian at all? Or
Just Italians. Yes.
but do you teach the language of Italian to other people?
No, I speak English during the lesson. Sometimes,
Right.
when the children are small or when they don't understand something, I speak in Italian to tell them what
Right.
I'm saying. But sometimes I just speak English during the whole lesson with people that know English, basic English.
Right. Right. And do
Yeah.
you teach on italki also or not?
No, I just teach um, on Google Meet, and I have a Facebook page called English with Rosie.
Oh, great.
And
Great.
I post my videos there, and I post the same videos on YouTube, English with Rosie around my world. That's the name of
Right.
the channel.
Well, if you share it with me, I'll put both of those links in our messaging or our comment section, wherever it is, so that people can contact you
Yes.
if they're looking to learn English and also to learn more about Italy, because you have some beautiful video clips. You're always walking around, so that's
Yes, I like sharing the things in English because I like this language and I want to have an international audience. But I speak about Rome, about Italians, about culture, Italian culture.
yeah.
So if people like to know more about Italian culture, but they don't speak Italian, they can follow my channel because
All right.
they may like it, they might like it, I don't know.
Okay,
Okay.
before we close, tell us one thing about Rome that you think nobody knows. What's one small thing about Rome that maybe
Okay, people don't
nobody's.
know.
Yeah.
I think the water, Roman water is so good. I really like
Really?
it. Romans love Italian Roman water, not Italian water, but Roman water.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
it's full of fountains, and when you walk on the street, you just drink from the fountain, and the taste of Roman water is a strong taste. It's a strong
Wow.
taste, so. It's good. It's good for the bones,
Really?
for
I didn't know
for the
any of
body.
that. Oh, lovely.
Pardon?
I didn't know any of that.
Oh, I will send you some Italian water, some Roman water. I will send you some bottles of water.
Uh, oh, that's funny. Um, right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here today. It's lovely to see you
Thank
again.
you. Thank
And
you.
if anyone has any questions, please leave them in the comment section below on
Yes.
whatever you're watching this. And we'll catch up again soon. Don't be a stranger. Feel free to join me anytime you want here on my channel. So you're more than welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank
Okay.
you so much.
All
See
right.
you super soon.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.